What's going on, Internet? This is Vigo the Carp of Nothing. I haven't been doing anything on the Internet. Once in a while, I pull a joke on Twitter, but in YouTube land, I have done zilch. Maybe one upload the last 3 years. That's about it. I sort of dove off the diving board and didn't really look back and didn't see where I was landing. Um, there were multiple projects I've been working on the last few years that we started and then I just stopped. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. And part of that, I was inspired by meeting up with one of my old buddies that works at X Prize. Uh, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. You can look up X Prize and Moonbots. But my buddy Leo Camacho, Leo Zombie, I met up with him for 40, 50 minutes or so last week when he was in St. Louis for the National Robotics Championship or competition. I'm not sure what the official title was. I just walked in, acted like I didn't have to pay, and I found out that I didn't have to pay to walk on to the convention floor to meet up with him. So, but talking to him for the first time in like 4 years in person, it's like, man, you got so far, and I'm just at a boring job, just sort of like how he was when I was trying to help him with his show a little bit. Rad Nerd. I don't know if you guys remember Rad Nerd. Rad Nerd sort of disappeared. I'm not talking about the person Rad Nerd. I'm talking about the domain. But Bo, Leo, Split, all that sort of stuff. They're cool now. Blah. But all this meeting up with him, health stuff, has re-inspired me to come back to the internet because, I really enjoyed it. I used to love talking to people about video games more than I actually did like playing video games. And I really love playing video games. But I'm not going back to video game journalism. If anything, I'm just going to go back to a fan perspective of talking about video games and maybe a little bit of business critical talk. Because I really like the business side of stuff, since that's what I hope to eventually go into with my career. If not, I'll just end up being a boring chef. But that's all right with me because I love food. I'm a former pro fat kid, hashtag team fat, but now I'm hashtag team quitter. And that's part of what this little video is. I'm kicking off a diet that me and my buddy are calling Mayhem. And I'm really interested in trying to lose weight even more than I did. Now, when I was out in LA and I shot the short film Hollywood with Tracy King, um, I was losing a lot of weight. I lost so much weight, I didn't have any jeans that fit me, and I didn't think to bring a belt out in the size that I was. So when we were actually shooting the day that I shot all my scenes, I had to borrow someone's belt. And I want to get back to that level of being like, man, I need to buy new clothes. I need to buy a new belt because I want to lose weight again. Right now I'm at 210, but one thing that I am going to be doing to try to um, help with my weight loss is go to brand new chains that are actually healthy for you. A new chain just opened in the St. Louis area called Crazy Bowls and Wraps, CBW. Um, and they've got the most delicious food there. And one thing that I'm falling in love with is quinoa, or I should pronounce it slow, quinoa. It's I don't know exactly what it is, but it's supposedly really healthy. Every single time that I've eaten it, I've absolutely loved it. Today for lunch, I had the kale jasmine quinoa salad. It was delicious. It had brown rice in it, which is the healthiest of the rices, I believe. Um, the rice family. And for the next month, what I'm doing in Mayhem, get it? It's the month of May. Um, is I'm going to be working out every single day. I'm cutting almost all carbs from my diet, and I'm aiming to lose 25 pounds. I'm giving myself 2 cheat days, which are my vacation days, the 18th and the 19th from work, because I'm going to be going up to Peoria, Illinois to go visit my buddies up there, and we're going to do a lot of drinking and a lot of McDonald's. So I know that's probably going to cut back a little bit on how much I'm going to lose, but as I stated before, I'm starting off the diet at weighing 210. I'm using an old Borg scale. I'm not talking about Star Trek Borg. That's what the scale company used to be known as back in the 30s. It's a really old scale. It's probably from the 50s or 40s. But it still works. You know, back in the day they used to make really good products and stuff. So that's the wrap. Literally and not literally because it was a salad. But I am going to predominantly try to be making videos about encouraging other people to do weight loss and also while encouraging myself to do the same because every person needs someone to encourage them to do it. And me and my buddy Matt, we've been planning this for 2 weeks and we're like, we're going to freaking do this and we're going to push each other to it. And I think this is going to go really well. My weight loss goal is 185 pounds. I want to lose 25 pounds. And I think I'll definitely be able to do that. One thing that I didn't get into today is all the different workout stuff that I do. But I will explain that in another video tomorrow. But until next time, guys, I'll see you on the internet. Peace.